live. I hope everyone is doing good. We'll get started. Welcome. My name is Uthris, and we are back in some railroads online. Hope you guys are excited for this. The beta branch was just updated with the new Spline, test. This is going to be the first test that they're going to be having, and then there's going to be more tests as we get closer to release, I think, in different versions. So this is, I believe, just test number uno here. I'm actually in a fresh save. I didn't want to load up our massive save or anything like that because I wanted to kind of come into it from a fresh look, set up the initial kind of route, potentially to the logging camp and the lumber mill, in addition to back to the freight depot here. Try and make some starter money with our good old Betsy. We got Betsy again, no longer enshrined on our save, workhorse Betsy. We also have another Betsy here. I don't know why there's more than one Betsy, but there is. This one doesn't really move though. So, hey, you know, that thing is just chilling for the rest of the game, I guess. All right, so let's talk about the Spline update and some of the things going on. So to install this, you're going to have to go to your Steam game, right-click on it, go to Properties, and then there is a beta tab where you can opt in to the beta. You don't need a password or anything for that. You just select it, and the game will update itself. Once you load in, your build menu is going to look a little bit different. You're going to have a new track construction area, and this is where all your track pieces are going to be at this point. The bridges are here too, the embankments, if you want to do groundwork first, and then rail without groundwork, predefined groundwork rail setups, and your switches. So that's all great. I always hit escape for some reason to try and close that menu. And otherwise, everything else is kind of the same. So the old tools are here if you want to use them for whatever reason. Don't know why you would in this environment. So yeah, so let's start with maybe cutting down some trees that are in our way. Now, boy, I remember the last time, guys, that we started this game. It costs money to do this, so the fact that it doesn't cost money anymore is pretty crazy to me. I don't even have to worry about budgetary concerns. RRO will be fine, it seems. I was hearing some talks about this not visually changing, so this looks like it is. It might be a certain either left or right flag where the rail isn't updating quite correctly, or they fixed it already, who knows. All right, so this is the yard that you buy things at. We need to get this hooked up and around and kind of go from there. So what I want to do, well, why don't we start with some actual track construction here first. So something that I noticed is we don't have the bridge deck piece by itself, so everything on dirt is going to be your standard rail. I believe I heard and saw that the items here, yes, this has your old deck rails on it, and this looks really good. And look how smooth that is. Wow. That is, just that little S-bend is perfectly smooth. So, okay. How do I do this? Do I want to use the old groundwork to potentially get some height up here first? Maybe that'd be the only reason to do the old groundwork, is it would give you maybe a bit of a launching pad to do the new stuff off of. I just want to test to see if this works real quick. Okay, let's rotate this. Yeah, so this is giving it a little bit of a higher jumping off point. But it is not placing. Interesting. So you can't do that. All right, good to know. Demolish that. All right, well, let's just get a 3-foot section here. There is a grid in the game now, which is kind of weird to think about. I have no clue how to lower the grid down to 0. So right now we have it snapping at 10 centimeters, which isn't that bad. It's basically almost free form. All right, well, let's just get that. And then we'll just get a perfectly straight section here. With no incline. No incline whatsoever, and just a nice straight rail piece. The ties generate. It looks like it's supporting the ties a little bit better, which is pretty good. It's partially sunken in there. So what's the difference between 1 and 2? Oh wow, look at that smooth incline. That's nice. I like that. It also tells you how long of a rail piece you're putting down at the top right. Handy. Handy dandy right there. Okay. And you know what? It's been so long since I've played. I don't even know really what I want to do with this thing just yet. Let's just get these spaced out. Oh, silly me. Okay, can I get that to link? I can. Okay. So we're just gonna go kind of out. Oh, maybe 25 meters. All right. And then we're going to grab a switch. And let's go ahead and rotate this. I did change my controls, so my controls, chat, are going to be a little bit different from y'all's. For sure. Because everything's on a grid, I can actually free place this going this way. And it'll just work. Wow. That's actually very nice that it's doing that. So I can kind of hook from the opposite side now. And then from here, we'll get like maybe just a quick little slip going. Oh, I'm stuck. Okay. What happens when I demolish it? All right, so if you demolish, it deletes the whole segment. All right, that's fine. Hopefully there's gonna be a little bit of a fine control for that eventually. Maybe. Num edit construction grid. Okay, so this. All right, that is how you do that. All right, and then if I do y. Okay. 270. I think that's about equal. Let's try this again, and that gets stuck. So no money anymore? No money for us at the moment. No. because I wanted a fresh save to kind of take a look at it. Now, see, that's a little frustrating. What happens if I start from the other end? You know, it might still be better to just come directly into the switch rather than starting from the switch to make just like a little bit of a smoother connection point. Because at least then you, wait, am I going up too? Hold on, what do we got? Let's get the incline back down to 0. Why am I finishing building there? Is my controls not set right? Player interaction 1, place object, left mouse button. Play track point and construction's right mouse button. So I don't know why it's not letting me do like a multiple segment thing. It's a little weird. So that gets it a little bit better. For sure. A little bit better. Thanks, Aaron, for the sub. Appreciate it. Enjoy the time on the channel. By the way, how's the audio and everything? Make sure everything sounds okay. Okay, so we got a bit of a way there. What is the difference in these? Audio is good? Great. Alright, so we'll come pretty much straight out to about, say, here. And this is going to do the same. Doosh, 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 doosh. Okay. Honestly, I really like having a construction grid. Just having it at size 10 is really, honestly, really nice. Here. Let's do one of these. So we can do that. Now, can you do a short segment like this still? Yes. Okay, you just have to turn off grid mode because it can make it a little hard to snap. Okay, we'll rotate that around. Get that snapped in there. Gets a nice smooth curve. Back to our side. Okay. Very good. Let's get another section. Let's just go straight out to here. And I'm stuck again. So, how do I respawn? Is this? There we go. How's it going, Roger? Good to see you. Oh boy, is respawn broken? FYI, left one doesn't animate. That's being worked on. Yeah, I saw that on the known issues area. I'm getting stuck in rails a little bit often, Kabuki, but how's it going, bud? Whoop. That one animated, or is that left one? Is that left one? No, that's switch right too. So you get spring switches now, and yeah, we know about that getting stuck thing. Yeah, alright. Huh. Why is, you don't click and drag? Oh. Oh! That's weird. That's weird. I like the physicality of click drag, but okay. That's fine. Well, we'll live. We'll live for now. Let's do like a 50-meter radius here. Interesting that it's not a degree anymore. It's an actual radius number. I really like that. Facilities. Where is? There's turntable. Does this even click onto here? I have a feeling the answer is no. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Let's get this hooked up over to here also. So if we go this way. Just being read. Mostly this is to test the building system. The next update, once this is out of the beta, then yes, stuff like that will work. Yeah. Chat is delayed there, bud, okay? We'll get there. Like I mentioned in Discord, as of right now, I'm not sure it'll be permanent. The new track plans won't connect anything either. No, it's definitely not permanent. I mean, they just might have to upgrade the old items to work with the new track spline system, right? So that's kind of to be expected, right? They said none of your old tracks are going to work with this. So I didn't know if that also included objects, but it sounds like it does. So that's okay. How am I supposed to lay this down correctly? I wonder if I can... Does this even join? Why is this not joining? Wrong switch type? Oh, okay, yeah, I'm in the wrong area. Yep. Just want to see something. What happens when I do that? Okay, it flips it. Good to know. So I'm going to eyeball. I have to eyeball this connection from this way, really? Yeah, close enough. That should work. A little bit of overlap, but better safe than sorry. Alright, let's turn off circle mode and just literally throw it on here and see what type of spline gets generated from this. Wow. Is any spline going to get generated from this? What will work, Kabuki? How am I supposed to get Betsy out of here? Like, do I have to use this one? But like, this Betsy doesn't even work. At least it didn't look like it worked. Do I just re-rail it onto it? Come here, Betsy. Wait, this one works? Special dev Betsy? Okay, special dev Betsy it is. Guess we'll be using Devetsy. Doesn't need fuel, water, or anything. Where's the fun in that? But like, how am I supposed to get it out of here if I can't connect up to the rail that it's on? Try rail 2 to connect. Why does that have to be rail 2? Okay, rail 2 it is. That's okay. Bug, got it. Alright, well, I guess let's test Betsy out. Heard someone called them Tetsy, so. Okay, got the brake stuck. The brake was stuck. Let me go to options real quick. Audio. The chuff noise is a little bit more quiet now. Are you talking about my facing point up here won't connect to here? Eh, we'll find out. That's what testing is for. You know? It looks like Test Betsy has super brakes. Stopped on a bloody dime there, didn't ya? No. Just a nice no incline. There we go. She'll also never derail. That's cheating. Everything about this is so borked. Okay, can I reverse? No. Brake is off. There it goes, okay. Why is it not going forward? Let's maybe try and get some more speed. In reverse. Does this test Betsy also, do anything else? There's no whistle on test Betsy. Alright, let's see what happens. Okay, now it rolled through. Got it. It still probably just thought that it would have derailed if it would have rolled forward. Okay. Hit V and watch her smoke. Look, man, I'm driving a train. But yes, okay. We'll watch Betsy smoke. Little, it's kind of private, but yeah, it's in timing with it now. And it's a darker smoke, and it's actually visible. Alright, you're right. This does not work. Huh. So what are your guys' solution to that, then? Because... Did I also use the wrong switch here? No. Okay. Easy way to fix that is just remove the splines here, connecting and then build new ones linked to the two. Well, I mean, yeah, that's the easy fix. Agreed. My problem is your guys' switches. Okay, I have to put them down from the point side, right? And because of that, it makes it really hard to kind of line things up, I guess, because, you know, I want to be able to put it down from the frog end. Adding more linking options. Okay. That's fine. Look, you guys probably have already heard all this before anyways, right? So, and that's the old one. I can't even use that one anyways. All right, let's test going backwards again. I still think the smoke is not very visible. Like, it's visible this way, it adds a lot of depth, but like, why is it less visible right here? I don't know. Maybe because it's just how quickly it's going out of the chimney? So this should be a spring switch at this point, right? Because I'm coming through the opposite way. Surprised they haven't stood off to the side, held the control button, and pressed the number key. What, you mean like, what, doing this? Yeah, full. So control 1 through 10 will spawn locomotives and cars. Oh. How was I supposed to know that? I don't do dev stuff. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, don't want this car here. Okay, guess I have no option but to use the Class 70, I guess. But I don't think they're working in this build, so why would I even bother spawning them? Okay, there. I had to delete it from the tinderbox side. Well, let's, if it's Betsy hits it, she'll punt it out of the way. Yeah, because Betsy's queen. Alright, let's actually lay some track down, chat. Well, let's go. So what is the difference between rail 1, 2, and 3? Is it just the groundwork and like how far down they go? For height reasons? Nice smooth curve without having to think about it. Just have my starting point and my end point. Make sure both are kind of oriented the direction that I want to go to next. There you should be able to build a single spline from the start area all the way to logging camp in one go. So the problem with that, right, is yes, could do that. If I ever have to make changes later in the railroad, right? A really long spline is actually bad. Alright, let's get like a 2.5 degree incline, go out this way. Is there a reason? Problem is, yeah, there's that, and you may clip through the ground in places, and we found that the trains don't always like that experience. Yeah. Like, even this is basically clipping through the ground. At least the rail's above it, so it would probably run over it just fine. I think it would be an interesting idea if the delete tool gets like an update eventually that you're like, okay, I want to delete from here to here on the spline, and so it deletes that section of track and keeps the rest of the spline on each other end. I don't know how hard that would be, but that's being considered. Nice. You know what? I am not used to chat the not having a main line, you know? It's kind of a weird feeling. The Uthris rock has become obsolete. No, it's not. There's still groundwork, right? I mean, let me look at this embankment here. I mean, if I hand place an embankment and do something like that, I mean, I guess it has essentially become obsolete. Because even if I hand place a rail on it, it's going to just smooth itself between the 2 points. I don't think anyone's going to just use embankments anymore, unless they're using it to, like, backfill in an area, you know? Where even is the camp? Alright, so I'm going this way. We have a ways to go. We'll get a nice kind of long segment here. You know what would be cool with the spline? So something that Transport Fever has, right, is the ability to bow the spline. So, like, yes, over here it's a 1.5 degree incline technically, but because the incline is so gentle, I actually need to bow between the 2 points rather than incline per se. Which is kind of interesting. Because the longer this gets, right, the more the incline becomes more and more gentle to point. I think the rail starts going underground. Here, let's just place this and see. Come on. Come on. Place. There we go. Yeah, almost like an average height should be maintained above rail bed and terrain. Just a thought. Again, probably a billion things everyone's already heard before. Still, that long of a segment, perfectly straight, is pretty nice. That kind of happens in the circle system. Well, I was in circle mode. Okay, so this is where my loop used to be. Which is kind of interesting. Confirm. 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 Please, place my track. Or are you gonna fight me? All the time. It could be trees that are in the way. Let's go get the station set up. And maybe we should make the track from... Boy, I'm not used to being able to run this fast. Pretty crazy. So the logging camp's back here. So something that I want to test is how crazy of a spline. Like, if I set everything up, let's essentially recreate the depot that we have in our main save, right? So we'll get a 3-foot rail. Actually, I'm gonna have to do the switches first, aren't I? All right, so switches first have become the priority, I guess. So let's come in at like a 45-degree angle from there. Maybe this would be a good reason to use groundwork. So that you can lay down switches accurately. Okay, eat before you faint. That's probably a good idea. Okay, why is this going to the moon? Okay, better. Okay, not quite. Demolish. It demolished everything. Okay, that's rough. Maybe we should get some initial track segments first. And then You're waiting in the bushes? That's not very nice. That's not nice at all. I don't... let's do... Maybe I need to make a segment first. That might get me like somewhat close, and then we do one of these just to get like a snap point. Delete that, come back. Okay, now we have a snap point going this way. We snap that down, kind of like that. So you can see this has a lot of overlap. But maybe using track. Actually, how long is this segment? If I knew the exact length, then this honestly it might be okay to do. Let's go this way. How long is this? Okay, a little weird that I can't see the thing. Let's maybe increase. Okay, so it's still going this way. A little weird. Maybe I won't snap it, and we can just see roughly how long the piece needs to be. It's about a 20 meters. So if I do 20 meters out from a track, place something, turn around, snap it, it's gonna be good. Okay, we have a game plan, chat. We're getting there. Just gonna have to relearn some old tricks. So if I come out here, so we're gonna test this. We're gonna go out, oh, let's say the loading area is like 60 meters, right? Okay. Now, if I take a section and I go 20, okay, place that. Place this as just a snap point. We turn around, delete this, and throw this guy down. Snap it to here, and then just do a little baby join between you and you. Well, even then, like, I don't even need this segment. Now that I have both of those, I could just honestly put a smooth spline between the two, not even care. That way we get a perfect kind of join anyways. And we just do that. So that might be a good way to measure things out and get like your switches in kind of roughly. And even this, you know, we can come over and hopefully just join this up nice and smooth. Like, my only problem is I don't like this continual curve that happens. That's like my only problem with this. But you know what? Procedural switches will probably fix that, you know? I mean, at least it's a nice smooth little side. That's not what I want. Because what I'd want is something, you know, a little bit more parallel. So like this perfectly, you know, parallel, and then we get one of these in here. Yeah, that smooths it out. So if you get most of the way there, you can still kind of do it. Yeah, that's way better. That's really what I want. And that looks good. And what we can do is get like a firewood depot. How do I rotate this again? Oh, it's rotated off me. I remember now. So yeah, it's a way better looking siding, right? A little bit more straight. So we do the same thing over here. Okay, yeah, 10. The flowers look nice. I'm pretty sure that's new. Let's go down to 1. Cursor super smooth as well. And has smoke always been coming out of the chimney in the firewood depot? I don't know if they maybe just updated the smoke graphics in general, but no, I did not notice there being smoke coming out of those in the past. Actually, let's do it this way. Let's test this construction method. So we start here, keep it perfectly straight. To there. Oh no, see this? Yeah, so this is an alignment of 1. Okay. We can do that. Boom. Smooth section of track. Then Spline update will have tracks look nice with the offset loading docks. Hopefully. I do think it's a little bit of work to get it there. So what, we go out 20 meters straight. Come on. I might have to use the second one. Okay, 20 meters. Then we hook whatever we want on the end of this, because that's fine. Then we turn around, delete that. We grab a switch. Going that way. Pretty close to the shed, but I don't think we'll hit, right? I don't think so. So we'll come out. Actually, I need to go 20. Right? Yeah. So go out 20. Boom. Temp. Delete that. Come back. Let's do that. Okay, demolish the mid. Like, it is somehow easier, but harder to do this. It's very weird. Very, very weird. Alright, alignment. Okay, 181. Come forward a little bit. So here's the problem. This is lower rail than over here. Almost like there was an incline. It's okay. We can maybe start it here. Guess it's on a 1% grade of some sort. Shoot. Got stuck. I got stuck. Dang it. I could just delete it. It's not a huge section. So that side's a little closer together than this side, but still looks okay. And then we need to get rid of that. Good. And this one, good. So now we need to decide on what angle this way things need to hit off from. I'm thinking if I can get it into this little flat area but raise it, that would be ideal. So we're gonna have to use rail as a good measuring stick. You liking the update? I just want them to come out with a more playable version. Well, they definitely wanted to test it for bugs before doing that, which I can understand. Hey, snap. Thank you. All right, let's use circle mode here. And why is it radiusing the other way? I don't want it to. Okay, now it's going negative. There we go. A nice 30-meter down 2-degree slope. We don't have to wait too long for at least the version with the ability to haul freight and maybe like use the Eureka. I want to check out the faster speed. Yeah, I guess re-railing isn't working. Deadpool, thanks for the sub, appreciate it. I mean, I'm so used to the old build method, chat, I just feel like this is a little bit slow for me at the moment. But I'm having to redo things less. So long term, for more complicated yards, it might end up being faster. Alright, if I get a... like a 50-meter turn in here. Come on, work. Click. Build. 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 Looks good from the start usually. Yeah, if you can connect your rails, it usually looks, at least in the first go around, right? It looks kind of how you wanted it to. Okay, we'll do a 40. So keep in mind, this is just to get me a straight section to work off from. So when I grab this here, okay. Why? The radius is acting pretty weird. Hey Silent, how's it going? So, if I grab this, throw that there, that's awkward. I don't think it's supposed to do that yet. I think that is happening because the groundwork is maintaining the slope, but the track isn't, if I had to guess. If I had to guess, that's what's causing that right there. So, let's do this. And maybe get this to flat incline. Take it out 20. Yeah, the new bridges definitely look really good. I mean, like, I like the color. I'm so glad there's, like, catwalks to them now, which is great. One downside that I can think of with the system is it's going to be a little annoying to build my bloody staircases, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, there's different colors and things. No, huh. This has a railing on this side. I'm not used to that. Okay, why did it do that?
Evening.
How's it going, Silent?
I'm exhausted.
You're exhausted, huh?
Why are you quiet?
Am I quiet on stream or just here?
No, just here, so it's something on my end.
Let me check something real quick. Test. Yeah, no, definitely not my end.
Probably one of the knobs on my mixer got bumped.
No, you and your mixer. Please, that's a dead platform. I don't know why you're on there.
It's loud enough I can show you, that's fine. How's the new systems feel?
It's gonna be a learning curve for sure.
I do like the grid edition.
Oh, the grid's great, for sure. And a lot of just the track laying in general is great. It's just gonna be little things to tighten up, you know. You know how it is.
Yeah, I'm assuming that tree removal is still free right now.
Yeah. I mean, at the moment, everything's free because the only thing working is Betsy and nothing else. And it's a test Betsy. It's not even the Betsy. The Betsy doesn't even run. Betsy. Still on vacation.
That is a really nice looking bridge.
Oh, yeah.
I kind of wish that there was a variant that had a catwalk on both sides.
Or I wish I could choose what side the catwalk's on.
Or that, yeah.
But, I mean, a catwalk on both sides, honestly, doesn't do anything. It would look nice.
Depends on the location of the bridge.
But the reason I'd want to be able to choose which side the catwalk's on, right? If I put these side by side, like two rails, I could essentially have catwalks on both sides, right?
True. That one would also work really, really well for your loading dock.
So long as the catwalk's on the right side. You know? I mean, if I rotate it 180 degrees, like, everything kind of rotates now. So, like, in a way, it's going to be the right way around.
I do like that there's now default groundwork under this everything by default.
Oh, that's great. Only problem is the switches, you know, I can't have a wall variant of the switch at the moment. Hopefully that gets
I'm sure
changed.
you could add it in, right?
Also, a switch off is there less switch options?
No, same switch options.
Switch left, switch right.
Yeah, but Roger, the whole point is that if you can line up the bridge off the same side, then you know that it's nice and parallel. Trying to line up the bridge from the other side can sometimes be temperamental. Although the tools are there to be able to do it a lot easier now. Especially now that you can drag a track that's like 500 meters in length all at once. You guarantee it straight.
Okay. The picture's just wrong on this thing. That's why. I was losing my mind, I guess.
Trying to see how convoluted you can make everything.
Well, I'm just quickly putting down, hopefully, something reminiscent of what we had, you know, before, and just to see, you know, how things kind of spline together. Like just doing that join without having to think about it is pretty amazing.
Oh yeah.
Like.
Oh, okay. You're over at the logging camp.
Yeah. And now this is a tight turn. I don't know the exact angle because it kind of just did tangent to tangent, but hey, you know, it looks smooth enough.
We had it. If I remember, I think it was at like 20 degrees originally. You trying to rebuild the entire network?
I'm just gonna build the logging camp to freight yard and see kind of how it goes from that perspective. Some of the clipping just doesn't quite line up a lot.
Might have to start it from that end.
Could also be the tree that's just slightly in the way. And also maybe the groundwork wasn't high enough, so you can see like the groundwork still floats at a certain point.
I guess if that's the case, it's thinking that you're gonna use a bridge in those situations or stonework.
Well, I mean, the problem is, right, the switches are always dirt. So basically I can just come in here and like, well, the problem is I can't use a wall. There needs to be a wall version without track, because there's embankments without track. There should be walls without track.
The wall has track built in?
Yeah.
Oh, that's annoying.
Just like a bridge.
That's annoying. I guess if they leave the old tool set in, you can use the old wall as...
No, they're not. They're going to be taking those away.
Oh.
They just need a version. So like here, you can see the embankments without rails. So there just needs a wall version without rails, and maybe some bridge pieces without rails, since I use them as detailing. But you know, that's fine.
The buildings, they were adding snap points to the buildings, weren't they? So that they're perfectly positioned? Is that in there now, or?
No, that's not here. But, you know, since there's a grid on track, I can essentially do that with, no, like I make my own grid, essentially.
Possibilities now with being able to get large swaths of track at once, just the possibilities.
Well, so there's a downside to that, right? Like, if I have a 5-mile long section of track and I delete it, it's all 5 miles.
Yes.
So,
yeah, but like for those long straight sections where you need to go from, like say, the main line that we had that went straight down the valley, being able to do that in like 2 sections instead of 500 sections.
well, here's something to test. So I'm going to put down a segment of rail here, and then I'm just gonna turn off grid. Well, see, like it starts behaving a little funky. It like loses itself in odd places. So I just want to see if I'm able to drag this thing and to just do a loop, you know?
Oh, okay. Connected to itself?
Well, not to itself, but to the track that I have started over here. In some way. I don't know why it just keeps getting hung up, though. It's a little weird. Is it because I'm in the way? No.
Couldn't have hit its 500-meter range already.
No, I feel like this is a grid thing. So like when I turn off the grid, it's actually pretty hard to control in Snap sometimes, so it might just be better to use the grid in these cases. And do like a proper, you know, radius of whatever.
So with the new system then, bridges, are they still locked at a fixed incline, or can you do variable incline now?
What do you mean? It's all variable now. Everything using the new spline system is variable. Essentially. How do I want to do this? Maybe start from this side.
I guess I got pulled something on my shoulder. Good thing I got a long weekend to let it recover.
There you go. Chat, what's a good narrow gauge turn radius in meters?
Wasn't the minimum 30? Or what did they say the minimum now? What, 30 degrees?
It's not in degrees anymore. It's in meters.
Well, you know what I mean. 30. That's what they said their what? Their tightest radius is 30 now? By default?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, if you pull that out at 30, how tight will it actually be then?
How tight will it start looping?
Like, is that, how tight of a loop is that at 30? Probably because I'm slouching in my chair. Probably why I'm quote-unquote silent.
Silent's always silent, guys. It's kind of in the name. do this and let's bring it back to 0. Go 20 out. And then try and get the other line connected to it.
Now backwards, is this any better?
Yeah, that's a lot better.
That's because I'm not slouching anymore.
Yeah, well, slouching's bad for you. You shouldn't be doing that, buddy.
That's why I pay a chiropractor to fix it.
Maybe you wouldn't have to pay a chiropractor to fix it if you didn't do it.
Oh no, he's fixing issues I've had long.
Let's test this track generation here. Yeah, it clips it a little bit. I'm gonna have to bump it out.
It'd be nice if you could place the track and kind of have it like a phantom place so that...
That you can like
can
use
kinda, like-
move it with or something?
Yeah, so that you can look at it and see if it clips and then dynamically adjust your radius.
I mean, that's... I think that's a nice to have, for sure, but definitely something they don't need. Come on.
But essentially, it would just be eliminating like 2 button clicks.
So how tight do you think this radius is?
It looks fine.
Yeah, but like that curve, you know. Pretty sure the Class 70 would derail on it.
Yeah, but how often are you bringing the Class 70 out to the logging camp?
I don't know. It seems like we do it all the time in the save nowadays. No one wants to...
Class 70 is just the best option.
Oh man, think about how nice of a loop we'll be able to do. We might be able to do that long train because it'll be perfectly smooth the whole way.
Oh, yeah. Big granddaddy train.
Mm-hmm.
How many hours is it going to take to completely relay all that track, though?
I don't want to talk about it. All right, 30.
But being able to actually lay in proper diamond junctions now would be nice.
You can do that.
I just have Kabuki's picture on Discord.
Yep.
It still looks a little jarring not having the frogs in place, but
That'll get fixed. You just have to trust the track layer, all right? Just believe. Come on. I know you wanna. Just please snap.
like it was easier to snap the tracks before, and you didn't have like groundwork doing that.
I think there's a bug going on right now with the snap points that they're looking at. I'll go from the other way though. Maybe that'll help. Yep. Come on. Am I trying to do too much with it, you think? I mean, it is kind of a long spline. I wonder if I can,
And you could just place it and then link it, and it should just automatically fix itself, right?
It's not going to respline the previous section. No, it's going to just smooth out the new joint between the two. But maybe it's because I'm not going track piece to track piece, you know.
I think it shouldn't matter.
I mean, it shouldn't, but we're in beta, so.
Yeah, it's probably just a bug.
I mean, there's even a bug on like just generally placing rail, too. Maybe I need the segment 3 version. Has multiplayer lag been tested? I don't even know if multiplayer is enabled in this. There we go. Yeah. I was using the wrong groundwork. So if you use the wrong groundwork section, so like the groundwork starts floating, you won't be able to place the track. It's a little weird because it doesn't tell you that. It's just like, what's the difference between groundwork or rail 1, 2, and 3? The groundwork's bigger. I hope long term they just get that to dynamically scale.
That would
correctly.
be ideal.
But hey, just like that, we have a quick loop. Not bad. A little bit of a junction, a couple sidings. That looks okay. Nothing crazy.
Say they've given no full dev controls on.
Oh, because I'm sprinting about 1,000,000 miles an hour?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I can do this.
Spawn in whatever you want.
Basically. Okay, fine. Okay. So to get to the freight depot, we're gonna have to bridge. Not using the old bridge. New bridge. No. Sometimes the construction thing doesn't show up. Also, I don't think things are doing variable at the moment. Like it is, but like you can't do segment to segment and then right click to confirm. Or at least mine isn't doing that. I have to do segment, segment, segment. I don't know if that's on me or it's just a beta thing.
Sounds like it might be just a beta thing.
Boy, look at that pretty bridge though.
They solved the not being able to cut down trees in the steel trestle.
I don't know.
You know how if it was like stuck between the legs of a trestle, you couldn't cut it down?
Yeah. Well, hold on, let's see. Well, number one is the steel trestle. I can clip through the legs.
But is that a dev thing or is that?
I don't know. I mean, I cut down that tree just fine. It was in the legs. Yeah, I mean, it could be fixed. Not sure.
Might be too soon to tell.
Probably. I like that it saves the setting of the slope, incline, as soon as you click on it. It's just like, oh, okay, this is what your settings were for this track.
Yeah, that's definitely nice.
And so it kind of saves it. It's definitely weird, like not having a main line right now. Like I'm lost. I'm lost in the woods. I don't know where I am. Also, I really think their radius thing is wrong. Like it feels weird to start at 0 to go straight, and then as soon as I go left, it's 1,000, and then I have to go from 1,000 down to 30, just to get it like a tight curve. Like you would think it should start, you know, the opposite way. So like it starts at 0, and then as soon as I go left or right from there, it should start at -30 or +30, and then it builds.
It does make sense.
No, it doesn't.
Think about it. Well, think about it, because your first point is 1,000-meter radius, and then as you go lower, it gets smaller and smaller to the smaller number. So it does make sense.
It makes sense from that perspective, yes. But we're not doing 1,000-meter radius curves all the time. There are gonna be maybe 100, 200 meter, right? And so the fact that it even goes to 1,000 is a little crazy to me. But like, I just hate going all the way down just to get a tight curve. It kind of
change your grid step so it.
I could, yes, but then I have to change it back when I'm doing something else. It's a little wonky to do at the moment.
First world problems.
Yes, it is. I think it'll be interesting making a line that hugs the terrain. Do you think it'll be better now?
It'll be a lot easier.
Well, it'll be a lot easier, but also do you think we'll derail less in that situation because there's just less chance of it doing wonky things? It's just going to be generally smoother anyways.
The fact that it's smoother means it'll be a lot harder to derail. Unless you do something stupid.
Well, you know, then leave it up to you to do that. No. Let's look at the old bridge. Real quick, chat. The kind of the newer stuff.
Nice that it does have the built-in rail, though. But
Yeah.
You guarantee that your rail is right in the middle. Did they actually choose the design on that bridge, or is it just not showing?
It doesn't load everything while you're placing it, so it's just. And I think they made the color match a little bit better with the upper deck rail and the wood. I think they did retexture it a little bit because it looks a little cleaner. Oh god, I just got slapped by a tree. Normal Friday. Is General or anyone that we played with down in Discord?
Nope, it's just us.
Okay. And it, you know what's super nice is because it's doing the whole lining of every segment kind of matches the previous segment smoother. I'm not getting any weird verticalities, like going from 3% to 3% still. It's not doing like a compounded 3%, right? It's doing like a true 3% consistent smooth. So that's kind of nice.
Also means no more janky Z fighting.
Oh, you know what's funny? We can't walk under the wooden bridge, but we can walk under the steel bridge. It's the problem's reversed.
No.
Alright, let's get... Not that. Let's get this. Snap to here. Go to 80. No. Oh man, Silent, you're gonna be able to do straight track now. Our main line is not gonna look like someone with Parkinson's drew it.
I'm more interested in seeing what I'll be able to do with some of the mountain lines. It'll be so much easier to actually build a line up into the mountain.
You might want to test that before you, I think I'm gonna always use curve mode though, or whatever it's called. Because it's just easier than free placing. Free placing is kind of nice to like, just quickly slap something down, but...
When you have the splines, like, auto magically fix themselves.
Come on. You know, I think track 1 is broken. It doesn't place as smoothly as the other ones. And I don't know why. Okay, even now track 2 is doing the same thing. So track 3 is the only one freaking working for me now.
The height thing?
Yeah, like it's weird. Like I'm having trouble actually placing a track and confirming it. Alright, now where did I leave off with my previous track, chat? Well, here's the valley. This is where our old yard was. Okay, there's previous track. So if I run straight out to here, it's not good. I'm going to go this way more. Let's just try it. I'm going to try and connect a section that's way too long to be a good idea. Unless it doesn't even want me to go that far. Let's see. What, can we just run this fast all the time?
I wish.
I know Silent said lions, but I heard mountain lions. I mean, he basically said mountain lions. Or is this just the limit?
He doesn't like going through hills.
I guess not. Boom. 2 segments of track. And they're connected. Now, if I wanted to throw a yard in the middle of this, good luck. I have to lay down markers at that point. Alright, let's just clear this up. We'll take Betsy up the thing. Watch it, chef. Meow. Alright, standard yeet test. Even though Betsy at the moment can't derail, whatever.
I'm sure you could find a way.
No, it's literally can't. It just stops.
That's sad.
It's broken. Well, it's the dev model, so it doesn't even have a whistle. It's a sad Betsy.
Bocce.
Choo 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 choo.
If it physically can't derail, what if it like magnetically attached to the tracks?
Wait, what?
Do you even have to like fuel it?
No.
It's just dev train go burr.
Dev train go burr. Though my track is a little broken here. Hold on. Actually, what happens if I delete the track Test Betsy is on? You know, I don't want to know what happens.
Do it. Do it.
I'm gonna. Well, I can't re-rail it either.
Oh.
So re-rail's broken. Like
Oh.
everything is broken about this, except for laying track and Betsy. Net derailing, you know. So I'm gonna.
Does the re-rail tool just disable?
It just doesn't recognize the new rail type, I don't think. And it can't be my switch is wrong because they've enabled the whole spring switch thing. So this time we'll just test to see if the rail is happy now. Alright, full speed. Okay, maybe not quite full speed. Let's start reasonable speed. No? Okay, there we go. Chuff, 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 chuff. Oh, goodbye, Benoit, but love you, Brochacho. Hey, how's it going, son? Let's see if it stops. Okay, now it goes through. There we go. Bloop.
Was it too close to the station platform?
No. So there's Kabuki when he was here for a little bit was saying that in the current version, if they look connected, but you didn't actually do like the little chain link connection, they're not connected. And Test Betsy, since it's designed to, come off the rails, it doesn't make the little micro jump to the new section. It just stops. So I just think on that area, I didn't have it fully connected. Let's get it like barely rolling, because I like the new chuff that they have, kind of thing. Even though this thing is so touchy, like 1% throttle might as well be 100% throttle. Yeah.
About?
Yeah. The dev train is just like it doesn't care. It's basically a class 70 of the size of the Eureka, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's taking it smooth, but see, like, this is the thing. I'm worried that them making it to where you can't, unrail Betsy here isn't really like a proper test. Like it's a proper test of the build tool, I guess, which is maybe what they want more than a test of physics and balance and stuff. But the new smoke is pretty nice. Oh, it's stalled out. I need sand. Chuff, 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 chuff.
I mean, that grade percentage can't be that steep.
Through here, it's 4%. Or 3%, something like that. I had literally 1% power going. So, it's not a surprise that it stalled, you know. I mean, what, we've been doing an hour and 17 minutes. I have the track laid out to the lumber camp. It's smooth. It has its full turnaround. I mean, that's pretty quick.
Yeah, back in the day, that would have been.
That would have been a 4-hour stream.
Yeah.
Now, granted, we didn't know what we were doing then either, but
Still. It would have still been a 4-hour stream because we would have been like, okay, we know what we're doing, but now we're gonna fiddle to make it perfect.
yeah, fiddle, 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 fiddle. So, oh no, Betsy, come back. And it's nice too when you first lay out the groundwork plus rail system that it previews the rail, so you kind of know how close you are to stuff. When we were just laying groundwork first, you know, it was kind of a guessing game.
Yeah.
Smoke looks really nice. Yeah, I think they made the smoke a lot better. I think it could be a lot more fluffy, you know, a little bit more fun to look at. Because in certain view, like here, it's very obvious and very visible. But sometimes it fades a lot, depending on how you're looking at it. But I'm glad it's actually smoke, not just the heat effect, really, that it was before. And if they made it like pure white, you know, it like maybe eventually we'll have to balance it out and, you know, get it to run clean, depending. Maybe get some fuel efficiency out of it. This is a good view. Did they change how the camera worked? Because I don't think I've ever gotten this view before in this game.
Maybe. I don't know. It's been so long since we last played.
Maybe it's a dev branch thing? But I feel like the camera used to clip onto the locomotive a lot and get like stuck inside the cab or something. But it doesn't clip on anything anymore third person. Like, I don't even think going through a tree... the tree still kind of pushes it forward. I wonder if they'll be able to make that roller coaster again still. Probably a way to do it.
Find a way.
Like, what happens if I let the spline generate track between 2 points that are, like, pretty close together, but, like, very steep? Like, will it
I'll give it a try.
know what to do there? I've been playing way too much Derail Valley. Alright. Okay. Well, if I have... no, I can't use that. I have to use all the new stuff. Start with, like, an embankment 3. Get it really high. So we're talking 10% grade. How high can that go now? Actually.
Well, here's a thought. You know that big canyon that heads up to the iron mine?
Yeah, yes.
Top of the canyon to bottom of the canyon. See if you can make that connection. 'Cause that'd be a good roller coaster.
Why can't I put rail on this? Don't tell me I have to snap it to the groundwork. No, okay, got it. And they said Uthris rock will never be used again. I still need Uthris rock. It'll still show me the middle thing. Holy cow.
That's a wicked.
I mean, if we could bank it, we could probably do a wooden coaster. That's a pretty steep curve.
Just go get Betsy Jr. up there and go to work.
Okay. Where's Betsy at there? It's over here. Sure, we'll just pop that off real quick. Oh boy, this is gonna be weird. Can't believe that fucking loaded. Alright. Let's give it a little bit of a runoff after the turn here. Maybe another rise? Yeah. Let's do like another rise. Maybe bank it the other way. can just get a section of track here. Something like that. Oh, darn it. Okay. And we just bring that up to here, you know, like a good boy. There we go. There's another hill. Someone on the beta branch RRO Discord said you get bonus points if you can make a loop-de-loop and make Betsy go upside down.
I mean, if you can't fall off the track, then sure.
The only problem is the track can't be flipped unless you can somehow flip it using a short enough segment. I don't know. We're just gonna try Betsy on this real quick, and then maybe we'll see if we can somehow get a loop-de-loop. All right, full steam, Betsy. This is gonna look silly. Almost didn't make it up that hill. Woo! Come on. Come on, Betsy. You can do it. I believe in you. Be that inner roller coaster. Oh. Oh.
Thinking, thinking.
Nice. Alright, so a loop.
You're gonna need a lot of speed if you want to go a loop. You may want to start top of the mountain.
I just want to see if I can even get the track to do it. Alright, let's try and...
Be able to do a proper loop. In the traditional stuff.
Honestly, you might be able to. Let me try something dumb.
I think it'll all have to be with bridge pieces. You might get that kind of height.
At some point, I got a switch to kind of freak out. There we go. So if I can just place this somehow. How would the update work with the old tracks, or do you need to start over? I think they're hoping that they're able to replace the old splines with the new splines. If they're not able to do that, it might mean a start over for people. I hope that's not the case. Let's try some of our old tricks. Can we get a bridge? Oh, you know what's gonna suck? You know how with our kind of large loop, that bridge section that goes over it, I don't know how well that's going to work anymore.
You mean the Helix?
Yeah, so the way we used to build helixes, right, is we kind of do a consistent segment, and then at some point we delete the segment in the middle and then do a bridge across.
The bridge just will automatically space or remove pillars when you try and corner it. I thought I saw something when they changed that. That just automatically always works.
What do you mean?
Yeah, try placing a bridge over top of a segment and see what it does.
Okay.
Yeah, just start the bridge from up high and see what it does going over top of the track.
No, the supports are there. At least for the iron one. Let's try the wooden one. Yeah, no. Unless you had to build the bridge first and you have to do the track underneath of it.
You could try that.
Try that. No. Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna do overpasses now. Like the new bridge, you know, it has a little bit of a connection, but it doesn't look like the metal bridge has like a minimum distance anymore.
Well, it looks like they also changed the metal bridge too, because it used to be that there was always an empty section between pillars. Now it just looks like there's a lattice everywhere. So I'm seeing wrong.
Well, even so, it generates it enough to always have pillars. So I actually only generated to here, which in the past would have maybe just been just short enough to not have any pillars, and it generated the rest of this bridge. Because it's like, why would you stop? You know.
There's got to be a way to do it.
Now, at least the metal one we can walk under now, because it definitely changed the supports on it. It's not the square supports anymore. They're definitely different. Actually, how much different is it? Let's take a look at the metal bridge at like an even better height. Okay, so it does have the box frame, but it really only becomes visible after a certain point. It's because it's like they're trying to add another support in there to make it more sturdy.
Yeah, like everything is all connected now.
Yeah. Boy, it's a smooth curve though.
What's the max height of the new wooden trestle? Because I know before the steel had the higher supports. You could go higher with the steel bridge.
Well, do you want to see the old wooden one or the new wooden one?
The new ones.
If they add some sort of tunnel, can use a tunnel hole and bridge over top. We don't even know how their tunnel's gonna end up working, if it's going to end up working. What I assume most people will do initially, well, I don't even know if we could do this. It's something that I'm gonna test here in a second. Is just use the empty track with no bed. You know. So it definitely doesn't want to place that bridge this high. So I think steel is still
the way to go for
yeah.
that site.
Well, let's oh my god. It's just the new guy. That one gets pretty tall. It also could have been bugging out because I was trying to build over the station more so than anything.
Curve it towards the mountain, see if it can keep going up.
Yeah. I feel like I hit the limit. Let's kind of limit it there. And then this break here between these two segments, I think are where they're joining. So you can kind of get a tunnel. If you do that, it's not, yeah, it looks jank as hell. Actually, can I get this to float? I can. I can get the embankment to float. So that could be an option too.
Doesn't seem janky at all.
Everything seems janky. But no, I'm thinking initially, until we, maybe see it fully, what people are going to do is just float rail across, If that even lets them do it, Like, let me get a bridge here, and then a bridge on the other side, and just see if I can connect them using a floating rail. Oh, bollocks. Here, we'll just try to connect these. Yeah, I think it's expecting foundation underneath this. What happens if I lay groundwork and then delete groundwork? So I lay that there, and then just do a bridge off of it. Then we get track work, going to track work. Then groundwork, delete. Okay, so I can get floating rail. That's doable.
I'd probably have to get a stopgap for now. We can figure out how to do it.
Yeah. But here's the thing too, if they just keep in the old stuff, I can use it, you know, and like backfill.
Yeah.
Like I guess I'm worried that we're gonna lose some part flexibility with this update. That's my biggest concern. I think overall, like, it's definitely probably, what, an 80%, 90% improvement.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
But my fun wonky stuff is just not going to be working.
Undetected. Nerf.
Fun detected, nerf.
The WoW syndrome. Fun detected.
Yeah, good old World of Warcraft, let me tell you. I mean, will this update be enough for me to immediately come back to the game? I don't know. I think I'm gonna need more than just the Spline update, since, you know, it would just be us rebuilding basically everything the same.
We take some different paths, but more or less the same.
No, goodbye, Betsy. Let's check the render distance of these splines too. Something that might need to be seen. They're gonna be adding like a telegram booth, right? Between they can plop down and teleport to.
I don't know.
I think I saw them talk about that. Ooh. I can see the splines. I'm pretty far. That's good. I'm falling.
What I'm more curious about is with the new spline system, how is multiplayer going to be affected?
From their devlogs, it seems very, 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 very much improved. It's just from the segments being lower. Yes, fast travel via Telegram offices, yeah. wish we had a free cam mode. That'd be great.
Spectator camera.
Well, like a free cam that you can like lock onto an object, you know, or it still follows your character exactly, but you can position the camera where you want, and so that way when you're just standing on a train, you can like kind of get some good shots.
Full blown spectator camera. Betsy.
Well, it needs to also be able to auto track, right? So attaching it to the player, I think, is fine.
There was a mod for that. What was it? Relative spectator.
I can't hear you. You're really quiet.
Make me stop slouching, how dare.
How? Your back will thank me when you're my age. Actually, you're older than me, right? 2 years, something like that.
I think so.
Yeah.
You really need is like a proper chair.
Well, I mean, you're kind of work at a carpentry place. Can't you just make your own damn chair? So just stop making cabinets for a bit and make a chair for yourself.
We did throw enough crap away that we could probably do it.
Let me, I'm gonna test something real quick. We haven't played since January.
Open it up.
I just want to see, number one, if it'll load our save.
Oh. Loading the save.
Yep. I'm gonna see what it does.
See how long it takes?
It's not gonna like it. Watch it corrupt the save. But you have backup saves for this thing, basically, right?
Should. Though you had most of the hosting after a while.
Yeah. Just had to get streamer privilege. You know how it is.
Dedicated box for RRO would be nice.
Should load, but you can't mix tracks and trains between the updated areas. Yeah.
Don't hear that satisfying thunk 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 in the background of loading.
If it's even loading. It might just be like, what are you doing?
Dare.
In fact, I'm gonna check task manager real quick. Yeah, it says not responding. No surprise there.
Which is like a hell.
Here. Okay. So, since the Spline update is about testing really just the new build stuff, there's nothing else new. We've tested the build stuff. We've kind of done everything that we can in that update. We can't haul cargo, we can't make money. There's no point in really experimenting much more with it. So I think we might end this here with the game crashing. Like an awesome experience. I don't know if Urko's gonna return to Railroads Online for the next update, to be honest. Depends on how much more stuff there is to do. But the next time we do return to the game, we will be starting from complete scratch. So don't worry about that. And of course, we'll be opening up the server again for members. And oh my god, it's actually loading. I heard a chunk. Oh! We're here! Oh yeah, this loop. I remember now. I was gonna make this a dual line. This was not a fun day when I was working on this.
Oh, the smelter loop.
Yeah.
Or the coal line. Do you have dev mode for this? For supersonic speed?
Yes. And I think I can spawn stuff still. Yep.
You hit the water and crash.
Kind of hoping that we get this one new engine for the new update. If not, that's fine. Either a new engine or, you know, we get the new wagons. There's new water towers coming that I saw as well. We get new turntables. Like, all these models are there and kind of ready to be implemented. Oh yeah, we were going to make this different too. Someone derailed here. Awesome. 10 out of 10. I'm not used to being able to run this fast. I just want to see our beautiful yard. It's still here. And then the shunting yard. Dude, how many hours did we put in this game? 260 on my end? Like
all the hours.
Yeah.
Man, I was at just under 260 hours.
I'll say running solo, it's running pretty good on my end. Like even going ludicrous speed with sprinting. Man. All the stuff that we worked on. Yeah, this is the old bridge. Like, let's look at the old bridge and the new bridge completely side by side. So, old bridge looked like that. And it had a lot of lighting bugs with it. It always had, like, dark spots, stuff like that. New bridge, it's like this. So they are similar, but obviously pretty different. One thing that the new bridge is doing that I don't agree with is it has this constant smooth beam, and the old one has joined beams. I think, you know, you're not going to find trees this long for every bridge, so some more joined, heavy kind of footers would be good, or base runners. I don't know what they're really called, but yeah, it's a lot lighter. The wood texture's better, way better.
The texture seems more natural.
Yeah.
It
And then
looks like it's a little bit weathered, whereas the other one just looks like it was like fresh cut right off the mill.
I mean, not only that, but it just looks orange. And this one's
The old one
nice
looks
and
trumped.
light. Yeah, that's also something we haven't done is take a look at all the color variations of the new bridges. DR. Ooh, Postal Service brown, nice. Ooh, with a white railing, that's kind of pretty. Okay. And then old, whatever old means. Okay, so it's just a more worn version. Is the rail even rustier on this? Nah, rail's the same. So yeah, new bridges, they look good. I'm happy we have color variations. I hope we eventually get the same color variations for this new one as well, just so we can get some matching.
I think the white on red or white on brown are a little overbearing.
This is overbearing?
No, the one with the catwalk.
No, that's yeah.
Bright white is too much.
Too much?
It's too much white.
I mean, it's painted though. It's not like white wood. It's just painted.
Yeah, I know, but I think with a different shade.
What if they left it the natural wood color? Because it would look brighter anyways because it's next to a dark color. Maybe.
Yeah, I think if they went with a natural wood instead of painted, it would look better on the brown.
That's actually the DRGW color from the real railroad, so it's historically accurate. Well,
It's historically ugly.
yeah. Alright.
Between the four options, I think the third and the fourth are my two favorites.
Let's also look at the old versus new trestle bridge. They're actually the same, I would say. It's just this one comes with the natural wood rail deck. Another thing, if we're doing color schemes for bridges, I think even the steel one should have at least an option to change the rail deck color on it.
Yeah, that would be nice.
That would be good, so that you could kind of mix in. It wouldn't look as jarring if you switch from wood to steel all of a sudden. See if there's anything different with the wall. The texture's a little brighter on the new, I think. This one's a little bit old and beat up and more brown, and this one, or maybe it's just the spot I'm looking at.
Texture on the new one looks a little bit more crisp.
Yeah, maybe it's just a little bit higher res. Rocco's updated a bit, more to come, they said. Oh, well, guess that's where that's gonna go now. Interesting. You know, guys, you have to admit, like, even before the Spline update, we got some good track laid out. For what it's worth. Ah, it's my climax. The climax is getting... I mean, I know everything's getting a complete model rework, but, like... Are we getting a new climax soon? Oh, man, the new whistles, too. Can't wait for those. Do we have a brick set on this thing or something?
Probably.
Did we take a load of coal just like to the freight depot and leave it here?
Who knows anymore? I don't know anymore.
Like, I think you guys were trying to do specifically some boxcar stuff, right? Last time?
Might have been.
Maybe we should try multiplayer Derail Valley. Anyone in chat would be interested in that? I will say, it makes switching a lot easier when you're going to run about as fast as Sonic. No. Okay, good. Good, good, good. We're gonna lose the ability to do some of this detail work.
Well, you can still do it. It'll just be a little bit more awkward.
Well, I mean, so long as we
So
don't
your
have
detail
options.
pieces will be covered in the track.
Yeah, like that's just will be weird. can confirm they did not make the conductor smaller. Would you start over with a new layout, or would you keep this save and just relay with the new tracks? I'm gonna be starting over.
Given everything that we've learned over
You're really quiet still.
Fresh save is probably better.
Yeah, I think fresh save is better for 2 reasons. Number one, I think we can do even better the second time. Number two, I like the sense of progression. If I'm going to spend another 200 hours in this game, I can't keep this save because it's done. Like, what? There's nothing else to do. You know what I mean? Everything's hooked up. Like, yeah, we can make alternate routes, but really, kind of, what's the point? And if we start fresh, we can probably have a little bit more of a consistent feel throughout the whole thing. And you can see, like, this is the old smoke. Like, you guys can't even see it. It's not even, it's not even visible. But again, I mean, like, what's everyone else's plan? Like, I know you guys had your side save going, right? For a while?
Well, sort of. Took it far enough to get the coal mine hooked up. I did my must be 1% the whole way shenanigan.
Yeah.
That was painful. Now, sooner than we complete the line, then they update the map so that the border is further out. Instead of having a sky bridge, I can actually run along the mountain now.
Mm-hmm.
After that, I was like, I'm done. I'm not rebuilding this. Which is annoying because I still had to end it with a Helix. If I didn't have that sky bridge, I would have been fine. Wouldn't have needed the Helix at the end. Oh well.
The Climax is just such a cool train. I'm really hoping, like, when I start my in-scale model railroad at some point in my life, I can get an in-scale Climax or something. By the way, I'm just going up to the iron ore mine because, why not? Might as well just do little loops.
A lot of our yards will be a lot easier to build now with the new spline. A lot of our switch tracks will be able to take significantly less space.
Oh yeah, because we don't have to do like back and forth. Everything's gonna get a little bit tighter, which is gonna be nice, and we'll be able to do crossovers pretty easily, quickly.
Consistently.
And I think we'll be able to build a yard that isn't on a bend. Though I kind of like the fact that our yard is on a curve. Makes it look a little bit more interesting than normal, right?
Forget about the big yard or the one with the freight people?
The big yard.
They managed to straight it, but you can see oncoming traffic.
Oh yeah, we had a bridge, the old bridge. I left it here.
Remnant of the past.
Mm-hmm. I like little things like that.
Think of it as too expensive to remove.
Did they change the smoke on the bobber? I don't remember it coming out like that. But then again, maybe we just didn't have the fire running all the time. How long is this beta gonna run for? Does anyone know? Is it gonna run for like a week or two?
Oh, as long as it's needed. I'd probably estimate at least 2 weeks would be my guess minimum.
Hmm. It's time to choo-choo? Yes, much choo-choo. Mini train. Okay, switch is good. Actually, with the bridges always having rails on top, how are we going to do switches on bridges? Are we just going to have to stop the bridge and put down a switch and then somehow backfill it? I know switches on bridges weren't really a thing back then, but still pretty convenient to do. Where's Kabuki when you need him? In fact, someone started talking about foxes. Summon Kabuki. I don't know if I'm gonna do this Helix again in the next save. I might still do it. I think this is one of the coolest routes you could do to get up here.
I have a bridge straight across.
Well, yeah, that's nice, but
I mean, it's not unrealistic.
well, I just don't think they would go this route.
Are you going to come up from the other side?
Yeah, they would just use the other side. They would. I don't think they would try and cross a valley like this, unless they absolutely had to.
I mean, one option would be to work the way down the hill and then we turn switchbacks all the way down.
I can't hear you.
Fine.
No, what do you want me to do? Like, I can't. I literally can't hear you. Not over the game or nothing.
I think part of the problem is because my mic has to be set up above my monitor. It's a little difficult.
I will say, if I have to do this curve again in the new one, this curve is going to be way smoother. You can barely hear Silent 2, I know. That's how he got his name. Can't be heard. Still got fire going, right? Okay, yeah. I'm not wheel slipping, am I? I did like the look of this loop in the snow, though.
Yeah, I did look in this map.
One of the hoppers slightly derail. No, it just gets a little wonky there. That's all. There's some weird connections to try and make that turn. It's not super smooth. So fast I can barely control my character. Oh, come on. Come on, little climax, you can make it. I believe in you. Oh yeah, another question. When we start again, are we going to do realistic weight?
Oh, you want to do Mascus mode?
Yes. Does this surprise you?
I mean, given what we know, we'll definitely add probably that element of challenge that we need.
Yeah.
So fuck it, YOLO.
And I think it would just be the best test of the new smooth splines, you know?
Give us a reason to try and figure out our new limitations.
Yeah.
I say we just go for broke and go for as hard as possible.
Great Spiral Desperation, something like that. I think my train's stalling out. Dude, this is gonna be so cool to see a train struggle up a hill when all the smoke is in time with the engine. You're just gonna see it like chuff, try, chuff. It's gonna like look like it's struggling.
Give us a reason to double head trains.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't the realistic setting add weight to the rail cars? Yeah. Yeah. Which means we might have to start double heading. We might have to have like two Betsy's back to back, you know, almost like a fairly design. You know, to get things moving. You'll make money slower.
Smaller trains overall.
Yep. Smaller trains. The climax will actually be a beast because it can actually haul the weight of some things. Same thing with the Heisler. I really want a good 060 though. It'd be great.
Big boy wing.
Would you play with a harder difficulty for factors too? Like the economy? No, we'll keep that on medium. I'm not a complete crazy person.
Total Mascus?
I mean, you know, eventually they're going to be adding in running costs, I think, to the game in some capacity. So, keeping the economy a little lighter, but making the actual process of making money more interesting would be fine. Like running the trains, shunting, Oh, the loop still functions. That's good. To run ahead, check some switches since I'm not using Railroads Online Extended. Alright, yeah, we'll go into the side. Now we can go in here. That's fine. Actually, do I want to leave them in this little siding? Probably. Let's see if we can get away with that. Actually, no. Not enough. Ah, fuck! Well, not used to that. Just bounced off a mountain, fell into the valley.
And super speed is nice, but if you're gonna do a dev mode, at least give flight.
Nah, man, nah. I went so fast I got stuck in a wall. Alright. I guess I gotta respawn. Just hoping I can get back there before the train derails. Come on. Oh boy. Okay. Next hill. Train? Where's the train? Did it stop?
You get stuck?
Yeah, I could have hit a steep grade here. Forget what the grade is here. But it gets a little steep.
Get hit maxed out at about 4-ish.
Do we have any word on when they're going to be adding in the new music that Heist has been working on?
Sure. My assumption would be when it's ready to be added, it'll just get patched in.
I think it's ready to be added. There's a lot of things I think ready to be added, but the problem is just single coder, you know? Not saying they aren't doing anything. They're doing everything, which is the problem. You know? Art and assets are honestly like the quickest part about a game development. Once you get some stuff. Hey Tian, how's it going? Much scones. Here, I'll put the scones on my my furnace back here. Oh, Dino Guy? Dino Guy's a good guy. For a dinosaur. I mean, you know. You know how it is. He doesn't like bears, though. Apparently. Ramen. Making me hungry now. What games were Dino's Raptor playing today, guys? Star Citizen? I saw him playing that earlier. I think it's Fleet Week. So it might be something I check out tomorrow.
When was the last time you were in the SE server?
SE server? When I got back from vacation before someone crashed into my car with me in it and taking my cat to the emergency room. You know, fun stuff. We played Theo Town. Oh yeah, I didn't get to see what that was like. It kind of looked like an old school SimCity, just at a glance. What is that game? Let me see. Store.
The vampire game that's making waves.
City simulation game that's built your very own cities. Cities interchangeable in the mobile versions of the game. SimCity pretty much. Okay.
Seen that new the vampire game or whatever that's seemingly super popular right now? It's in early access.
I'm sorry, what?
Some new vampire game everybody seems to be playing.
Well, there's Vampire Masquerade, and then...
Whatever that new V game is.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Raptor was playing it, but I don't think I want to check that out. I shall pass on it for now. There's just so many games in early access that I'm just like so over it.
Got 1,000 games I gotta play in my library.
Hey Jared, thanks for the sub, appreciate it. Also, since Raptor sent people here to spam, I have the whole only subscribers can chat. Yeah. Well, I mean, it keeps the bots out of my channels. Like, I'm so tired of banning those things.
Is the 1 minute duration the shortest you can go?
Yep. Default's 5. Which would have been a little crazy. Hey, Bill.
To be fair, bots are like the bane of existence for any kind of chat.
Yeah, the bots are everywhere on YouTube, Tan. I mean, besides yourself, bots are everywhere. Thanks for the sub, Earthhugger. Appreciate it. Yeah, just these segments of tracks are going to be so much more smooth in the new version. Zero ring. So for those of us just joining us, you know, Railroads Online is, I'm currently playing on the beta branch. There's a new spline test going on in the system for everything here. So if you want to see something new, there's these new track constructions. There's new bridges, new bridge models. Let me actually get a bridge here. So new bridge models. Everything splines a lot more smooth using these pieces. This one even has a little walkway. There's multiple paint schemes of it. There's you know, just joining tracks in general is a lot more smooth. Even just like something like this, you can see how much more smooth it is. So you can see how it's just generating a spline. Kind of however I want there. So that's going to come out with a new update. They haven't added much more yet, and we have some questions, but so far it worked pretty well. We did a lot of testing, and then the first hour I made just a simple little depot and turn around and little path through the woods. So it's definitely going to be better. I think we're in agreement that's about 80% better. There's 20% of it where you know, we don't know how making like overpasses are going to work out, how well those are going to work with everything. But in general, I really like it. I think it'll make everything a lot more tight. Crossovers work naturally. Spring switches are in, so that means you can hit the switch coming from the frog side, right? So from the split this way without having to flip any signals, which is nice. So after messing with that, we just, you know, took some coal up here from the depot. Nothing, or well, the wagons for ore up here. Just for a little bit of something different. Chatted with everyone. But stream's actually kind of winding down because there's not much more to check out at this point. I think they're going to be adding new wagons. Like all the vehicles are getting reworked for this update. I think there's even going to be a new coal, just hopper vehicle. There's going to be new tankers. These are getting reworked. We might even get smaller versions of these type of wagons. So lots in the works for Railroads Online. I'm super excited for it. You know, I don't put 300 hours into the game lightly. But sadly, Uthris is going to go and relax for a little bit. If you guys enjoy the stuff, feel free to subscribe, hit that like button, hit that bell to get notified when we go live, become a member to support the channel today, and unlock our emotes. So we'll be doing some more streams tomorrow and over the weekend. Come chill with us and have a good one.
Good night.